We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Robinson will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Robinson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we're watching him make catches. He's saying, hit me there because he looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this time... for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline. No, we'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pollard again, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott now steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And going right back to Hamler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson will throw again. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Jackson now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not really panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Commanders. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
To try again after the sack, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't get the catch. Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action. It's Jackson. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Well, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks that were 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on 2nd and 14, Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time. To the ground. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second. He's got a man complete, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running player in second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Prescott on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Prescott off play action. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 51 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and a run by Robinson. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, "Are you kidding? We just get out of the backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, "It's not my night"? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To the air again, Prescott. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been...
And now here's another interception.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. reception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it,
he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
but when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. Or just let it stay for the quarterback. There's good recognition on that play. Don't let him win the game.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Washington,
they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week